If you want, you can squeeze the whole body and relax. So any tension, stress will be relieved. Squeeze the body and relax. Relax from head to toe. Squeeze your only head portion and then relax. Squeeze the back portion, occipital region of the head and relax. Squeeze both the hands and relax. Squeeze the trunk portion of the body, squeeze it and relax. Squeeze the back portion of the body, squeeze it and relax. Squeeze the lower abdomen, hip and pelvic region, squeeze it and relax. Squeeze the thigh portion and relax. Squeeze the knees, both the knees and relax. Squeeze your calf muscle and relax. Below the knee, entire leg up to the ankle, squeeze it and relax. Squeeze your ankle and relax. Squeeze the complete foot, including the toes, squeeze it and then relax. Now whole body is relaxed. Take a deep breath. While exhaling, chant Omkara. Take a deep breath. Omkara means Akara has to come from Nabi. The vibration will remove any stagnation, any obstruction from lower abdomen to lower extremities. When we chant Ukara, the entire pericardium region, chest region will be totally vibrated. Vibration will remove any obstruction and energize the pericardium region. Then Avu Makara will vibrate the neck and head. Neck and head. So energy supply will be regularized in the brain region and the face. So let us take a deep breath. Chant Omkara using Avu Ma put together. Take a deep breath. Observe the vibrations of Omkara spreading to every cell of the body. Again, take a deep breath. While exhaling, chant Omkara. Observe the vibrations of Omkara spreading to every cell of the body. Again, take a deep breath. While exhaling, chant Omkara. Observe the vibrations of Omkara spreading to every cell of your body. The whole body gets rejuvenated. Any obstruction in the flow of energy get cleared, our immunity system will improve. Just observe the thought, flow of thought. Flow of thought is nothing but mind. When we observe the mind, mind becomes calm, mind disappears. When there is no mind, when mind disappears, it cannot take you haywire. By practicing this, you will gain a grip over your mind instead of mind having a grip over you. When mind becomes calm, all the digestive secretions and enzymes, hormones will be secreted to the maximum level. You sleep well. Your parasympathetic nervous system is activated. By observing the thought, you can modify your thought. Your thought creates actions. Acupressure therapist should have a calm mind, control over your mind, because you have to give time to your patients. Slowly you will come to know who is watching the mind. That is our witness consciousness or the Chaitanya. What we treat in acupressure is nothing but energy with consciousness. The same energy. Don't allow any thoughts to crop up. Just observe the thoughts. Don't go behind the thought. Now gently rub your palms. Make a cup out of it. Close it on your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. This is the simplest form of meditation and very easy to practice. Friends, I am very glad to inform you from this Sunday evening, 8 o'clock. I'll announce the time, maybe 7:30 or so. We will start Ayurvedic acupressure for first to fourth semester. That means, you'll be thorough with the entire concept to be tutored by none other than Professor Parul Agarwal ji. I'm going to release a message circular in all the groups. For other than Ishan semester student, the fees is fixed as 1,500 rupees per class. But for our students who are current students, it will be free. Professor Parul Agarwal is the author, co-author of all the Ayurvedic acupressure texts, treatises. You will understand concept very clearly by attending our classes. Every day from Monday to Friday, Sunday to Friday. Monday to Friday, it will be in the morning, 12 to 1, because 11 to 12 we have TCM to be conducted by Professor Sangeeta Burmanji. But whereas this class, Ayurvedic acupressure class, will goes on up to 12 days. Up to 12 days. So after completion of Sangeeta Burmanji's classes, we will change the timings. Till then, it will be a festival for you to attend all these classes, because definitely you'll be empowered, you'll be enriched with the concept of Ayurvedic acupressure. You can, by attending this course, you can, you'll not only you will gain a very good knowledge, you'll be able to practice it with clarity. You can face any exam in Ayurvedic acupressure. That much you'll gain, because it is very, very difficult to get Professor Parul Agrawalji to teach. We are very fortunate for Ishan. She has consented to come and help us. So I request now, Priyanka ji, please make Professor Krishnamurti Lakshmana as host. And friends, on behalf of every one of you and my personal behalf, I extend a hearty welcome to Professor Lakshmana Krishnamurti, because Krishnamurti sir is also not only budding, though he has got experience in the field of acupressure, though he's budding, but he's one of the best faculty available, very, very popular. He has got a unique method of communicating in his own inimicable style to make us understand very, very, very clearly the concept of whatever he teaches. So he has, on your behalf, again, and on behalf of everyone, all of us, I extend a hearty welcome to Professor Krishnamurti sir, and kindly take charge, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, sorry, I was late by a few minutes. Okay. Do you hear any background noise?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Great. Okay, so we will continue from where we had left yesterday. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing about the meridians. Okay. There are 5 types of meridian. That is each one for each element. And in those, we also discussed that there is whatever we see in the charts. Okay, it is like surface level. And apart from that, there is the one which goes deep into the organs. And then there is divergent meridians, where the meridian splits into 2. Okay. So today let's discuss a little bit about the organs and how elements are associated with the organs. Okay. So once again, I will have to write this, the elements. I am writing it again and again so that it becomes part of your memory. Okay. For old ones, those who have been learning this For some time, it is easy, you know it. But for new ones, the more I write the fundamentals, it will stick into their mind. Okay, that is why I'm writing it again and again. So elements, what are those? Wood, fire, metal, water, earth. And what are its energies? Wood's energy is wind.
Heat.
Fire's energy is
Heat. Heat. Heat.
metal's energy is dry.
Fire.
Water's energy is coldness.
Cold. Humid. Humidity.
Like more wood is there, more yang it becomes. More fire it is there, more yang it becomes. And these three things constitute yin. Okay. Now, in terms of this is in the universe, 5 elements is there in the universe, and the same 5 elements is there in the body. But to manage these 5 elements, you need organ inside the body, right? To manage these 5 elements and to make it more refined and functional, so you need organs. And each element is associated, is managed by a pair of organ. Okay, each element is also managed by a pair of organ. Okay, so wind is managed by, and that pair is always in yin and yang. Okay, in at 5 element level we have yin and yang, and at each element level we have yin and yang. So it is managed by liver and gall bladder. Okay, and this liver is yin and gallbladder is yang. So yin is something which is continuously working, and gallbladder is something, means yang is something which is intermittently working as required. Okay, so in this context, yin is continuously working, or it is also called as solid organ. Okay, and yang is something which is working as and when required. So liver is continuously working all the time, and gallbladder works only when you eat some rich food, oily kind of food, then it has to secrete the concentrated bile. So it works as and when needed. Okay. So based on need. Okay. So it works based on the need. And it generally, these organs are hollow organs. Okay. Either they are pouches or tubes. Yang organs are pouches or tubes. They are pouches or tubes. Okay. And similarly, fire. Okay, we will get into details of each of this, but This is the first step. So the fire whose energy is heat, it is managed by once again two set of organs, heart and small intestine. Heart is yin and small intestine is yang. Okay. And similarly, dryness is managed by a pair of organ, lungs, which is yin, and large intestine, which is yang. Okay. And water is managed by kidney
and urinary bladder.
And urinary bladder. Which is yang. Okay. Earth is managed by
Spleen and stomach.
So spleen is yin and stomach is yang. Okay. Right. And apart from this 5 pairs, that is 10 organs, there is one pair extra, which is little mystical in nature. Okay. And it is
Pericardium, triple warmer, pericardium and triple,
pericardium, which is yin
and triple warmer.
and triple,
Triple warmer,
which is yang. So these two are slightly mystical in nature. Okay. So totally we have how many organs? 6 pairs. That is 12 organs. So totally we have 12 organs. So total we have 12 organs. Out of this, 6 is yin and another 6 is yang. Okay. Sorry. So we have totally 12 organs, which are, so we will not consider these to be organs. They have merit, like pericardium and triple warmer. See, all of these things, liver, gallbladder, etc., they have their organ and meridian. Okay, these two, the pericardium and triple warmer, we don't consider them as organs. So they have meridians, but not an organ. See, pericardium, as per allopathy, it is the covering of the heart. Okay, so just the covering is not considered as an organ. Okay, it's just a tissue level. But in TCM, we consider it as organ. So they have meridians, but no physical organ. Okay, and all of the others, they have organs and meridian. Okay, so how do I write this? I'll just so all of this has physical organ plus meridian. Okay, fine. So now we will try to, and the most interesting, most fascinating part of TCM is that, see, you don't have brain, you don't have spine. Where are all of those things? TCM doesn't consider these other things to be organs. Only these are the organs as per TCM. What about eyes, nose, tongue, your different glands, endocrine glands, different tissues, blood, bone? Where is it? Huh? So anything and everything in TCM, if you have any kind of problems, okay, without any exception, what is that you will be treating? What is that you will be treating? One of these organs, right? You have problem in your eyes, you have problem in your ears, you have problem in the hair, you have problem in the skin, you have problem in the brain, you have problem in the bone, you have problem in the spine or some no gland. Anything and everything, at the end of the day, the treatment is given to one of
Only
these
this.
organs. How does it make sense? Even sense? How does it even make sense? See, you go and tell some allopathic doctor or so
Because these organs openings are the sense organs representation. Like for liver, eyes are the representation. For lungs, it is the nose, like that way.
no, it is okay. What about, say, brain, spine?
Everything
Nerve.
is five elements. Based on 5 elements, we are treating the acupuncture.
Why is it not mentioned here? If you go and tell any medical professional person that brain is not an organ as per our science, what will they tell you? Huh? They will laugh at you.
We have only 12 system only, sir. Digestive system, respiratory system, like that. Like that we are seeing this also.
In that, all the systems, all the organs are covered, right? Where is skin in this? Where is nerves in this?
Nerves and the brain spine comes under the marrow, under the kidney part.
Sir,
Under the
I have a
Kidney.
question here.
yes.
Sir, brain is not any organ, but I sometimes confuse when I see brain as an extra organ.
Brain as
Extra organ.
extra fu organ. Acha, okay.
Sorry, Zang.
Zang organ. Acha.
Yes, like marrow and brain, uterus. We don't consider it as a organ, but sometimes I see, listen, and learn that they are the extra organ.
See,
Yeah.
it may be mentioned as an extra organ,
Yes.
but it is supposed to be a main organ, but it is missing and kept aside, sidelined as extra organ. How do you even justify this?
Because
How
we
many
use
of you,
sense.
how many of you have got this question? Why brain is not an organ?
Got this question, but
The brain comes under the category of pericardium only, na?
See, pericardium is the covering of the heart.
But
Why
in
they,
TCM, we consider brain as the function of brain is brain resides in heart, and the
See-
functions are being maintained by pericardium itself, na?
see, it is different philosophers or masters. They have given their interpretation. Okay, so Professor Park Zewu has interpreted pericardium as brain and triple warmer as spine. Okay, it is an interpretation. Okay, it is not direct. They could have told brain itself, right? So similarly, Dr. Wolz has interpreted in a different way. Like he is also one of the masters of this field. And he says pericardium is circulatory meridian. One-to-one correlation. So how many of you how many of you were forced to think very hard, like how come is it even a meaningful system with such big flaws in its interpretation? How many of you thought?
Is it because in the ancient China, they never related any organ? The names were Tai Yin, Tai Yang, Shao Yin, Shao Yang. The meridian names were there. Later on, I guess we just observed that such meridian is connecting to this organ particularly, and we related that organ with the meridian. So I think there is no particular meridian that is Leo meridian that is connecting to the brain, like single meridian. So that's why it is not considered organ.
No. See, whatever nomenclature they may have, but big sized organ is sitting here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gallbladder is only this much. Now they have considered it, but such big, that on the top,
big and very important.
most
Sir,
important as
once
per
you
anatomy, Western science,
sir,
as per
once
Western
you
science.
explain, sir, once you explain difference between mind and brain, अगर हम उस लॉजिक को यहाँ लगाएं तो मे बी एक सेंस बनता है इसमें.
Brain is mystical.
Mind is metaphysical and brain is physical, but I am thinking in terms of physical, say heart, you can see it, small intestine, everything you can see, you can touch. So is brain. And in Western science, brain is the most important. And say spleen, somebody can remove it. Gallbladder they can just remove it, and no, a person can still live. Urinary bladder, they can remove it and still.
Yes, right.
But brain, they can remove, and can somebody live?
No.
No. It is the most important as per Western science and most complex. And in TCM, there is no mentioning also of that.
So might be because the TCM is based on meridians, and there is no such meridian important pathway from heart, brain to the body. So that might be the reason,
Why?
because
Why there is no meridian?
So acupressure works on energy system, right? So the flow is more important.
So brain is
it might
not.
be because it's
So brain
on the
doesn't work
upper
on
extreme.
energy.
It's on the upper
Maybe it
extreme part
bonds
of
to
the
something.
body.
Okay, upper extreme of the body. So
Maybe
what?
brain
We
function
don't know,
is
sir.
already
It
involved
might
in some other.
be. It might be difficult for it to transfer the energies all over the body, because if you look at the other organs, everything is between that thoracic and the middle cavity of the body, and the brain is on the upper cavity, that is cranial cavity, and all the other organs are in the thoracic or abdominal cavity. What we call it, there's a particular word for this which I'm not remembering.
Okay, so because it is not in the torso, that is why it is not an organ. Is that the reasoning?
It's not being
And please,
considered as
one
a
request.
meridian. Actually, I was not in. I was
Okay,
walking.
one request. Everybody, please put your name. Okay, you go under participants and see on the top. Okay, if your name is not there, say for example, Realme 9i, madam.
Okay.
Who
I will
has the
change.
video? I don't know
I
your
will
name.
change.
Okay, and the person who was speaking now, it says Samsung SM. So I don't know who that person is. So Oppo, CPH, PB, all those SJ, please put your names.
So done. Actually, I was not that techno friendly.
Okay, so please put your full name.
So actually brain has got its own meridian like. It reaches everywhere through the nerves. It reaches every corner of our body through nerves. Actually. So it should have been given an important position in TCM.
The triple warmer
Given
covers
is
the
the
spine,
question.
and spine is the second part of brain, and the spine is controlled by triple warmer. So brain, sir, it is very difficult to think. Sir.
Maybe like brain and other organs
Devika.
can be treated with available meridians. Maybe it's a redundant meridian.
Okay.
Like
So everybody will click on raise hand button so that I'll call the name and you will
You tell
talk.
us, sir.
Okay.
We'll be telling
Okay,
this, sir.
Devika ji.
Sir, I have two things about this. One is the structure of the brain. It is not a solid part like made of muscles like other organs, the structure wise. That is one thing I felt. The second point is maybe the other elements are enough to manage the brain, so they don't have separately for brain.
Okay, fine. And somebody else. Like everybody has given their interpretation, right? All the masters. Okay, Mohan sir, yes.
Brain function is distributed among all major organs, Jiangfu organs, like kidney, heart, liver, we can see if we interpret all those functions, all our brain functions are incorporated. I think so, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I'll tell my interpretation. Okay, so because unless this sits in your mind properly, you will not have full confidence to practice traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, you will think that this is incomplete, but it is complete by itself. But the perspective with which the TCM masters see the human body is different. Okay, and you should develop the ability to see the body the way the ancient masters used to see the body. Okay, only then you will become a good therapist. Otherwise, it will be very tough for you to become a good therapist. You may know all the meridian, you may know all the protocol, but when the you will not do that. Okay, the phenomenal results which is supposed to come, that you will not be able to gain. Okay, so let me so for this, you will have to understand the creative and control cycle. There is something called, okay, you think in terms of the creator who has created the universe as well as the human body. Now, if you want to build some system, okay, let's take a car company. So they manufacture, say, a car company is there, and they manufacture 5 different models of car. Okay, say model A, model B, model C, model D, and model E. Okay, so 5 different models. Okay, Maruti, if we consider, they have Alto, and then Rids, and they have so many other things. Now, as a manufacturer, if you have to develop, or if you were the manufacturer, what would be your goal? It should be, would you develop every single thing separately for A, B, C, D, and E, or will you try to keep as many common things? Say there is a nut and bolt. So you want to develop a different set of nut and bolt for all the 5, or would you want to keep it common?
Keep it common.
Keep it common.
You want to keep it common, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And there is, say, indicators, or there is some bulbs in the indicator, or some mechanism. So you would want to keep as many common things as possible because it reduces your production cost.
Expenditure.
Right? So the
Yes.
production cost is reduced and the maintenance becomes easy.
Correct.
So as many common things as possible. So increase, what will you increase? Common things. Commonality, or common usage. And what will you decrease in the whole design plan?
The body shape.
You will decrease, how do you say, uniqueness. You will try to reduce uniqueness, unique usage. Okay, that will be one of your primary considerations. Okay, with very little changes, you want to create something different. Okay, so if we take example of say food, say somebody, like, you create roti, but somebody wants some change. To the exact roti recipe, you will add some methi leaves.
Roti.
What it will become? It will become methi roti. Or if you put jeera, it will become jeera roti. Or if you put something else, it becomes that kind of roti. So everything else is common except one or two ingredients is different. That is how you will do, or you will create everything different. All ingredients are different. No, right? That is, and the creator also uses the same method of in the creation. He also has to design, right? You think from his perspective. Okay. Now, when he has to use, he will have to use as many common things as possible and reduce unique ingredients. So he has gone with this design principle that all of them are under only 5 ingredients. And with 5 ingredients, different, the way that different ratio changes of these 5 ingredients will give me different things. At the core, it is only 5 ingredients, right? I gave you the example. When I wrote 20%, if you divide, it will be 1. And if you make 10 and 60, it will become something else. If you give some other numbers, 11, it will become something else. In that way, different permutations will give rise to different output. And with that, you create so many vast things in the human body. From the cell has its own wall, so thin, it is so unique, but made up of the same 5 elements. Mitochondria, so unique, it is still made up of the same 5 ingredients. Nucleus, right? So in the same way, nerve cells is different. Your kidney cells, nephrons are different. The eye cells are different. The bone cells are different. All so many unique things, only with 5 ingredients, right? Is it possible to create?
Yes.
Is it possible to create? How?
Ratio difference.
You change the numbers. So one, like say instead of 20, 20, 20. So you make this as 19 and this as 21 and all the 3 others will become 20. So will it give rise to a unique output?
Yes.
Yes. Now instead of this becoming 21, if you make this as 21, will it give me another unique output which is different from the previous? Yes. So just by one change, I can create so much. Now imagine from 1 to 100 you are varying in each of the parameters and you can create almost infinite numbers of possibility. So 21.1, 21.2, you see how much variations can be created with only 5. And God is he's trying to keep it very simple. And this is the expertise of design, right? He's the best creator or best designer. So he is using this and he is using a principle of creative and control cycle to create so many unique things with just 5 elements. So I will write this. So what is the concept of creative cycle? So So the way that it is used is so phenomenal. Okay. So one element gives rise to another element. Okay. One element promotes another element, and one element controls another element. So that is what we will see. So we will see the beauty of the design. So the more wood you feed to the fire, what will happen to the fire? The fire will increase or fire will decrease?
Fire increases.
Fire
Increase.
will increase. So the more the wood you provide, more fire
The
becomes.
more the
So
fire.
you don't need the more the fire, and less the wood, less the fire.
Less fire.
Less fire.
Okay. And the more the fire you create,
the more earth is created.
how? How?
This will
How does it
Ash,
make sense?
ash,
Ratio.
ash
Wood
which
fire.
is
Huh?
left
Wood.
off after the fire. It is more lead.
So after fire, wood leaves ash, and that ash is earth. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Hard.
Yes.
How much?
It is
How
a
many
hard,
for?
solid
Hmm?
things.
How many of you are convinced? How many of you are convinced with that statement? I am not asking you to think from textbook. Okay, think logically.
According to textbook,
So
it is
ash,
fire.
the more you feed the wood, the more the fire. That is logically acceptable. So now more the fire, more the ash. That means ash is earth. How?
Sir, once I that learned from you. When you give the example of volcano, when Earth has every 5 element. Our Earth has all the 5 elements. When the fire rises to the upward, then its lava and other materials come out and create Earth after the some time.
Okay, yeah. So that is easily understandable, right? That logic is more easily understandable. So just give me a moment. So if you see this picture, all of you are able to see this picture, right? So now under the core of the earth, so we have fire in the form of magma or lava, right? This is all fire. And when that fire, say, imagine this is ocean, and in the middle of the ocean, this lava comes out. Earlier, there was no earth on the ocean. So because that lava came out, and after it cools, what gets created?
Earth.
Land mass gets created, or islands get created. Island is created, and island is what? Island is what? Earth.
Earth.
Right. So what enabled the earth to get created?
Fire.
The heat in the earth's core, right?
Yes.
The fire which is in the earth's core enabled the land mass to get created. If there was no fire, would the earth get created?
No.
No, right? So if I can say more the fire, more the earth, is it a
Yes, sir.
meaningful statement?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. More the fire, more the islands, more land areas.
More the
Right.
earth. So can I say the fire creates earth?
Yes.
So does that make sense? Does that make sense?
This makes sense.
Yes.
Hmm?
Without fire, we can't see the ash.
Okay, like we are not getting into ash because it is difficult to perceive ash as earth, right? So
Yes.
ash is like there is paper, you burn paper, it turns into ash, but it is your mind, it is tough to perceive that ash is earth. Okay, so say because you have ash and you put some seed and the seed may not grow in the ash, right? But here in the island, you put some seed, it will grow, right? Because the proper earth. Okay, somebody is asking me to explain once again. Who is that? Poonam Bharati. What is that you did not understand?
Then I joined some late after some
You,
time you explained. So
Acha. So I was explaining the creative and control cycle. That is, one element is helping the other element to get created. Okay.
Generation.
Pardon? Rami Reddy. Did you say
It is
something?
generation and creation circle, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I was explaining the wood helps in the creation of fire. More the wood which is there. So we were thinking in, like I was telling, if you want to design anything, you have to, the best designer will design with minimal number of parts, minimal number of ingredients. So you want to create some good dish, fabulous dish. So who is a better cook? The one who cooks with less number of ingredients or the one who cooks with lot of ingredients?
With less
One
number of
cook, less number of ingredients and more tasty.
That is a good cook, right? So God is creator. So the rule applies to him also, right? So he should create this human body with less number of ingredients. So he has used only 5 ingredients. And how is he beautifully managing to create such complex body with only 5 ingredients? Is that what we are trying to understand? Okay. So 5 elements, and he uses so creatively that one element can metamorphosize into another element, and that can metamorphosize into another element. But because what did we learn yesterday? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one
To another.
one state to another, one form to another. So how does that energy get transformed from one state to another is what is being learned in the creative cycle. Okay, so wood can transform into fire and the fire can transform into earth. Okay, wood, the more the wood I feed, more the fire will become. And this is easy to understand, but for many, this is difficult to understand. So I was giving you the example of the volcano. So here the fire is there in the form of lava, magma. And when that comes out, when that heat erupts and comes out as an volcano, that creates islands. and island is earth, right? So the earth got created because of the fire, right? If there was no fire, this earth would have not got created. So that is why we can say fire creates earth. Okay. Now, earth creates metal. Earth creates metal. Means if you dig the earth, you will find metal, right? So just give me a moment, please. So what is metal? What is metal?
Wind.
What is metal?
In the earth, ores are there, metallic ores.
A
It is
compressed,
also a part of the earth.
a compressed form of earth. Can I say that?
Huh? Sir. Yes.
The more you compress the earth, it slowly starts turning into metal. Right? We can say that, right?
Yes, yes. Sir.
So metal is a compressed form of earth.
Yes.
Concentrated form of earth.
Rock like.
So the more the earth, more the metal. So more the earth, it creates the
more metal.
Okay. So this is easy to this is easy and this is difficult. And this is easy to understand. And now metal creates water. The textbook says when you melt the metal, it flows like water. That is why we can say that metal creates water. That is what the book says. How logical is it? Anybody who would want to explain this? How metal creates water?
Whenever the metals are react with the air, it will transform it state. It may in the metal form it is solid state. Whereas it is combined with the air, it will react the molecules of the air, then it transfers like water molecule.
So when metal get compressed because of gravity or something, it releases out the water vapors which is inside. That's why only it compresses. So vapors which is coming out are water only, and liquid form or something. That might be the one reason. And H2O, which is chemically the water, it's two metals together making the water.
Okay, anybody else? See, many of you are seasoned or like seniors in this field, right?
Some
So
pure crystals of metals contain some water. Water
pure
crystallization.
acha, metal contains water. Acha, pure crystals. Acha, okay.
Some compounds of metal.
Some compound of
Crystalline substances contain water.
okay. So I would want more participation. Sir, air conditioner example. What is the air conditioner example?
Sir,
Manish?
when we start our AC, so it is metal, right? So and if we see that on that silver coil, when the AC runs, so it evaporates, means it creates more water. And if you say put some bucket outside that outflow, and you will see in the morning, whole night the AC is running, and in the morning you will see some water accumulates in the bucket. So
No,
that's my
basically it
reason.
is condensing the
That
water
is
which is
only
there in the air.
Condensation of air.
Air is condensed
Condensation of
in
air
this.
mostly,
yes.
not from the metal.
Not from the metal. So
Okay.
anybody else?
Metals,
Yes, Devika ji, go ahead.
some metals exist not in the pure form. They always exist as sulfides or oxides and things like that. So if you have to really remove the metal from the ore, then you need to do some processing. During that process, definitely water will be given out.
Metal will give out the water?
Because you have to purify it, means whatever is inside that, it has got the water. So with the oxygen is there, so it should be coming out of that.
No, water is not there in the metal or in the ores. Water contains in a pure form of crystals, not in the ores.
Okay, fine. So this is my understanding. Okay. See, water is H2O.
H2O.
Two molecules of hydrogen and oxygen.
And one molecule of oxygen.
So hydrogen plus oxygen. Okay. Metal can also be considered as air.
Yes.
Metal can also be considered as air. Okay. What is the wood is what? Wind. What is wind? Wind is movement of air.
Yeah.
Wind is movement of air. Okay. So metal can be considered as air, and hydrogen and oxygen are
Gases.
Gases.
Is part of air. Right?
Yes.
So more the air, more the
water.
Water. Right? So in that way, we can say that metal creates water. When we consider metal to be air. Okay.
So how can you consider metal as air?
Metal
some
reacts
books
with
it
the
is
fire.
No, in some books it is given metal, no, in bracket air.
Metal
So-
reacts with air. Some metals
No, no.
directly react with air.
Okay.
For
So
example,
this
sodium,
is a
potassium.
topic. This is one area for us to think. Okay.
Yeah.
So the example which is given in the book is okay. It is at a rudimentary level for a common man to understand. So you melt the metal, it flows like water. So, but
That is true.
But there has to be something more logical. Okay, so this is a work that all of us has to take and come up with a more scientific way of presenting that ancient knowledge.
In Indian five elements, we are considering the metal is the air only, no?
Yeah.
So that's why it is acceptable.
So the question is why we are considering metal as air? That is the question. We consider it will work, but why we are considering? We have to find more logical answer. Yes, Mohan sir.
Sir, shall I presume metal is earth plus air, air creating dryness on earth, so metal in that way. Earth plus air is equal to metal.
Earth plus
Earth
air
plus
is
air.
We'll have to think. Better way of presenting has to be done. Okay, so this is something I am trying to step slightly aside from the traditional or way of presenting the concepts. Okay. So metal, if we consider is air, everything becomes logical. But how metal is considered as air is something to be thought. Now, water creates, so this is difficult.
Yes.
And water creates wood. Means the more appropriately you pour water to the
Yes,
plant, the
more
plant grows.
grows.
So the water creates wood.
Wood.
So this is easy, once again, to understand. Okay. So the cycle gets completed. Okay. So metal creates water and water creates wood. Okay. Up to this part, everybody is okay?
Sir, one
With
thing can I
whatever.
add, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, just now I was checking Google. So it says metals exist as oxides or sulfides or carbonates or halides. Halides is all the chlorine and all that. So if you see, if you take it out, sulfur is sulfur dioxide, carbon is carbon dioxide, halide, chlorine, fluorine, and oxide is already oxygen. So if you take that out and see, it is going to give all the air elements only, sir. Elements
Okay,
which are
so in the
contained there.
oxides, if I purify the oxides, that is what you
We
are
will
telling
get the
me.
metal.
Yes, sir. So all these
From metal, I am
oxides.
able.
When we heat them, they release these gases. Oxide
So
release
these
oxygen,
gases are all there,
carbonate
sir.
releases carbon dioxide, sulfur
And
releases
halide is
sulfur dioxide.
chlorine, fluorine, and all that, halide. So these are all coming out of the ores only, and these are all in the form of gases. If you do some chemical reaction, so all these are in fact gases.
Okay, gases. And with
That's
that
right.
particular combination of gas, we can get H2O. Okay. Okay, fine. So we will have to see now, see wood is there. And if I apply heat to wood, it also releases some gases, CO2. Okay. So how do we, how does wood create CO2 and metal creates H2O? That we will have to get little bit more refined level of details. Okay, it will be very interesting. Please think and present it. Whoever gets it, it will be very nice. Okay. Okay. Now, the same 5 elements gets reused again and again and again and again.
Cycle.
And every time, like you can control how much wood you put into the fire. So you can control the fire with how much wood you can put. Right. So it is like a more the wood you are putting, more the fire it is getting. It is proportional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It is directly proportional. And like body is like a vehicle, right? So the vehicle requires both accelerator and a
fuel.
brake. I am trying to present it in a different way. So vehicle requires both accelerator and a brake. Would you purchase a vehicle which does not have brake?
No.
No,
Only accelerator is
Not
there.
possible.
No,
No.
because you
Brake
can't,
is very
you can't use it effectively. And will you purchase a vehicle which only has brake and no accelerator?
will not even move, sir.
It won't move.
Not
It will
possible.
get stuck. So it will become one extreme where it will be moving without stopping, and in another case where there is only brake, it will just stand still without moving. So excessive movement or no movement. So you don't want either of it. What do you want? You want controlled movement, right? So now this creative cycle is like an accelerator. It accelerates one to another. More the wood, more the fire, more the fire, more the earth, more the earth, more the metal, more the metal, more the water, more the water, more the wood. So it's a constructive. So this is creative or
constructive cycle.
Creative or constructive cycle. So this is like accelerator. Okay. Now you have to induce brake in this system. So how does it induce is what we will learn in the control cycle.
Control cycle.
Right? So fire is there. If you want to control fire, what will you do?
Water.
We sprinkle the water.
Put water.
Pour some water. So fire will reduce.
Reduce.
So the water, more the water, more the wood, more the fire. More the water,
less the fire.
Less the fire.
Less the fire. Right? So it is inversely proportional. Right? More the wood and fire are directly proportional. Water and fire are inversely proportional. So more the water, less the fire. So it has a control mechanism. So it doesn't allow the fire to go uncontrolled.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have
creative
your
cycle is creative cycle is directly proportional, whereas control cycle is the inversely proportional. The
inversely
activity is going on.
proportional. So yes. So you have your fire in the kitchen in the form of, say, gas stove or something. So you want it to be controlled or uncontrolled?
Controlled.
So you can make a good use of fire only when it is controlled. If it is uncontrolled, it will become more destructive than usable, right? So this is the control mechanism. Water controls the fire. And the earth, which is there, say now you have earth with no vegetation, no grass, no trees, etc. Plain earth. So when the rain falls, what will happen to the earth? It will get
reduced.
Erosion will happen.
Erosion. Soil erosion.
Soil erosion will happen when there is no vegetation. But when there is vegetation, what will happen? The earth gets controlled. The erosion is controlled. So the wood, the trees,
controls earth.
The trees, it controls the earth. Right? Less the tree, more the erosion. More the tree, less the erosion. So it is inversely proportional. Okay. And say water is there. If you want to control the water, what will you do? You will create dams. So water is flowing. You want to restrict the flow, what will you do? You pour some earth onto it, so the flow will get restricted. So you can control the flow of water
by the earth.
to the earth. Right. So the more the earth, less the water. Okay, less the earth, more the water in terms of the flow. Okay. Now metal is there, and if you want to change metal's shape, what will you do? You will
Heat it.
heat it. So you will subject the metal to fire. So by fire you can mold the metal.
Yes.
So fire controls the metal. So without fire, you try to control the metal, change the metal. What will happen? It's very, very difficult. Right?
Yeah.
You will have to spend too much of energy to make changes. But when fire is induced, it can change. Right? And when there is wood, if the wood has grown and you want to chop it, what will you use? You will use a metal axe. Metal axe. Right? So when by using the metal, you can chop the wood and you can control the growth of the tree. So the easiest way to control the metal controls the wood. Can you control wood in any other way? If I give you earth, like if I give you stone, can you use stone to control the growth of the tree? Cut the tree? Very difficult.
No.
Right? If I give you water, can you control the wood?
No.
Cut the branches? No. If I give the fire, it will destroy the whole tree. You cannot. What is brake? Brake is a controlled way of stopping or using the speed of the vehicle. So how much ever you want, you only apply that much brake. So if it is metal, you can properly, precisely cut that branch, this branch. If you put fire, the entire tree will be gone.
And it will get destroyed.
So, yeah. So the effective way of controlling the wood is through metal. Okay. So this controlling mechanism, so this whatever inner cycle I have written, so this is called as control cycle. Control cycle. So this is like a brake. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is okay?
Okay.
Anybody who is not okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I didn't get
Go
the
ahead.
relation between metal and water. You were discussing
Metal and water. So you came
Sir,
late, you
I
joined
also
late.
want to say something about that because I thinking about metal and water when you start this topic. Still, I'm thinking about that. Sir, we have more planet in our system, and they also have air, but they don't have water. Jupiter and some other planets also have air. What I think, I still thinking on that particularly. What I find out that uh, pure water to use and drink we get from the mountain where the metal and minerals are rich amount present in rich amount. Their water we use our ancient ancestors use the river water always. And second thing I think that the earth when we put some water on earth it's absorbed disappearing the water. But when we use this glass of steel, sorry, steel glass of steel made of एनी मेटल पीतल तांबा प्लास्टिक किसी भी तरीके का बोतल भी है बर्तन भी है हम उसमें पानी को रखते हैं तो पानी का अपना कोई शेप नहीं है, बट वो पानी को कंटेन कर पाता है बिना डिस्ट्रॉय या घटाए या बढ़ाए। और मेटल, उस मेटल के जो बर्तन होगा हमारा, जो कंटेनर, बाउल या ग्लास, वो जितना बड़ा होगा सर, मेटल जितना बड़ा होगा उसमें उतना ज्यादा पानी आ जाएगा। तब अगर हमारे पास बड़ा मेटल है तो ज्यादा पानी आ सकता है, छोटा मेटल है कम पानी आएगा। सेम थिंग ये हमारे माउंटेन्स के साथ भी होता है सर। माउंटेन जितना बड़ा होता है वहां से उतनी बड़ी रिवर आती है, माउंटेन जितने छोटे होते हैं वहां से उतनी छोटी रिवर आती है। अब यहाँ पे जो वाटर का बोला गया कि अब मैं ओशन के लेवल पे सोच रहा था कि ओशन के लेवल पे कैसे इसको मैं कनेक्ट करूँ, तब मुझे याद आया कि ओशन का जो सरफेस है वहां पे बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में मिनरल्स एंड वहाँ बहुत रेयर, कहते हैं ना, जो रेयर एलिमेंट्स हैं वो वहाँ फाइंड आउट होते हैं, माइनिंग होती है, सब कुछ होता है। और वहां पे जो अर्थ है वो पानी को एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर पा रहा, और ज्यादातर ये सब पानी से ही है। तो एयर तो सर बाकी प्लैनेट्स पे भी है, बट जो मैं थिंक कर पा रहा हूँ कि मेटल का हमारे पास जितना बड़ा कंटेनर होगा सर, अर्थ अगर बहुत ज्यादा मेटल अपने पास कंटेन करे, अर्थ अपना साइज डबल ट्रिपल 4 टाइम कर ले, तो वो ज्यादा पानी को कंटेन कर पाएगा एंड स्टोर कर पाएगा। और अगर मैं इसका साइज 4 गुना छोटा कर दूं, अगर मैं इसको 10 गुना छोटा कर दूं, तो बहुत कम वाटर को ये कर पाएगा। तो इस वे में जब मैं सोच रहा था कि रिवर कहाँ से शुरू हुई और कैसे कंटेन कर पा रहा है, अर्थ के पास एबिलिटी नहीं है, वो तो सोख लेगा और डिसअपियर हो जाएगा वाटर, वो वेपर हो जाएगा। बट एज पर ले मैन, फॉर बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मैं बहुत देर से सोच रहा था। और सर ये जो एयर वाला कॉन्सेप्ट था सर, इससे मैं थोड़ा सा डिससेटिस्फाइड इसलिए था क्योंकि एयर एयर को कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकती। क्योंकि अगर मेटल को हमने एयर मान लिया तो एयर से विंड कंट्रोल नहीं होगी डायरेक्टली, उसके लिए जैसे आपने अभी एक्सप्लेन किया वो होना चाहिए। तो ये डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फिलोसफर, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फिजिशियंस ने अपनी थ्योरी दी है, सो आई एक्सेप्ट दैट आल्सो, बट नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद दैट आंसर। जैसा कि अभी सभी ने बोला, केमिस्ट्री उतनी आती भी नहीं है सर मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा, तो कि ऑक्सीडेशन से या कुछ कंपोनेंट अगर एयर में है तो वहां से उसको पानी का क्रिएशन, नहीं सर, पूरे पूरे प्लेनेट है पानी के सर, वहाँ एयर नहीं है। और बहुत से प्लेनेट ऐसे हैं जो गैस के बने पर वहाँ पानी नहीं है। बट व्हाट आई थिंक, मेटल ज्यादा पानी कम ज्यादा।
Everything we don't have to get answers instantly for all the time. So
Yes.
if we get all the answers immediately, there is curiosity is lost, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes sir,
So,
yes sir.
so it is a homework for all of us
Okay
that
sir, I will take more time.
to figure out how metal creates water. Yeah.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Okay. Okay.
Can you give brief idea?
Brief idea
Metal.
I gave, so you please watch the recordings. Okay. So because if I give time once again, others' time will get wasted. So many people's. So we understood the creative cycle and control cycle as means accelerator and brake. Okay, it is a self-governing system. Okay, one will govern the other. So it is such a beautiful way the creator has created this system. And this is the what? The more deeper you understand this, the better the therapist you will become. Okay. So it is extremely important to understand this very, very well. Not what just the whole body is managed by this creative and control cycle. How? So this is like a cycle, right? It is like a potter's wheel. Potter's wheel, what do you call it? Potter's wheel will be there, no? A wheel will be there. And in the center, there is a platform on which the potter will put some mud and this wheel will be spinning. Oh, okay, let me write it in another. So this is a wheel which is spinning, and in the middle you have the mud. Okay, so you have the mud. Mud is there, and you can give any shape to that mud, right? You can make a plate out of it, cup out of it, or contain other kinds of vase, flower vase, and you can make vessels, cooking vessels out of it. You can make so many things out of that same thing, but how to apply the force, right? There is one force which is governing from the outside, and there is one force which is governing from the inside, right? So if you have seen how they make the pot, so do they use only one hand? No. If you put only one pressure from one side, what happen? It will break. So they will give support from one hand and apply pressure in another hand. Okay. And it moves
continuously.
Based on how to move these two pressures, you will get different objects. Yes?
Yes.
So when you are pushing from outside, you will support it from inside. When you are pushing from inside, you will support it from outside. So this two forces gives rise to different objects. And the same way, exact same way, the two forces is the yang and the, or okay, I'll write it in this. It is yin and yang. So the yin and yang are operating on these 5 elements to create everything in the body. So your brain, your nerves, sense organs, different types of tissues, different say glands, etc., etc., etc. Everything in the body is coming out of this potter's wheel. And who is managing this potter's wheel? The 5 elements.
Fingers.
This is the potter's wheel. The creative and control cycle is the potter's wheel. And who is managing all this potter's wheel? The 5 elements.
5 elements. Okay.
The 5 elements.
5 elements.
Because it's self-governing. One will hit the other, and at the same time, it will control something else. Say wood is creating fire as well as controlling the earth. So it is an inbuilt mechanism. It doesn't require external interference in governing this system. Okay. This is the most important thing as per me. If you understand this very clearly, you will not get confused when you are treating people. Somebody will come and say some problem in something. Okay, some muscle. And now, or they will come and say there is a problem in the eyes. Now we don't have eyes as an organ and a protocol for eyes. So what do we have to treat? We have to treat one of these 12 organs itself. If they say some problem in the thyroid, there is no separate thyroid meridian. There is no separate thyroid acupoint. What is that we will have to treat? We will have to treat one of these 12 organs. Right? So if somebody comes with a problem with the bone, we don't have meridian for bone. Even though kidney governs the bone, there is no separate meridian for bone. Is there any bone meridian?
No.
Bone yin deficiency, bone yang deficiency. Any such thing?
No, sir.
No, we don't have. So we will have to treat the organ itself at the end of the day. Right? And if you can't keep this in your mind, like so strongly, you will become confused. Some gland, how do I touch? There is no meridian for the glands. So somebody will come, there is a goiter, no thyroid. So how do we treat it? So this should be super strong. Everything in the body. There is, if somebody wants to grow hair, no hair meridian, right? How will you treat it? So everything comes out of this, and all of this is governed by this 5 elements / 12 organs.
Meridians. 12 organs.
Okay. Everything comes out of that based on the proportion of the input. Like you are adding chemicals, different chemicals in chemistry lab, right? So how much wind you add, how much water you add, how much fire you add, based on the different proportions, you will get all different things in the body. And that proportions is managed by that 12 organs. So brain is the outcome of brain is the outcome of brain is the outcome of brain is the outcome of
The different proportions
the
of the
12
5
organs.
elements.
Outcome of 12. Who creates brain? Who creates brain?
From the 5 elements, sir.
5 elements.
5 elements means these 12 organs creates brain. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
Who creates spine?
The same.
Organs. 12 organs.
12 organs.
Same answer.
Who creates muscles?
Same 12 organs.
Same answer.
Who creates the skin? Organs. Creates all the sensory organs. 12 organs. So if there is any problem in the 12 sensory organ, what do you have to treat? Say there is a problem in the eyes, and the eyes is created by the 12 organs. So what will you treat to fix the eyes?
Liver.
Sir, we will find out the organ and element, which one is imbalanced. It can be spleen, liver, and other organ. First, we find out the organ, then element, then we treat and balance the energy, then it will make eye completely cured.
See, you should not complicate. So the question here was, if there is a problem in the eye, if you notice the way, the pattern in which I was telling, brain is created by 12 organs, spine is created by 12 organs, your senses are created by 12 organs. So your tissues are created by 12 organs. So if there is a problem in tissue, what is that you have to treat?
12 organs.
12
organs.
12 organs.
Simple. If there is a problem in brain, what do you have to treat?
12 organs.
12 organs.
If there is any problem in your senses, sense organs,
Then 12 organs. 12 organs.
Any problem in the human body, what do you have to treat?
12 organs.
Why?
Because
these 12 organs are controlling and representing the other elements, not other, all the elements and energy. And all the nerves, sense,
No, you have to simple, you should not complicate it. The simple answer is, so I am telling, any problem in the body, you have to treat 12 organs. Why?
12 organs form all these different things, sir.
Yeah,
Brain, nerves,
because
organs.
everything
All
is
the parts.
created by 12 organs.
Everything is created by 12 organs.
Everything.
But how can we, but sir, how can we treat all the 12 organs for each?
So we have to treat whichever organ is required. And see, is it simple, helpful, or is it complex, difficult? That any problem, only 12 organs to treat. Is that easier, or 100 different organs and 100 different things to treat? Which is easier?
This is easier.
Sir, 12 organs seems easier.
Yeah. You can create as much of sophistication, as much of complexity with 12 organs, 5 elements itself. Isn't it fascinating the way the creator has designed this body only with only 5 ingredients?
Car manufacturer, sir.
Huh?
Car manufacturer.
No better manufacturer than him. No better design plan. So phenomenal. So this is something which you have to ingrain in your brain. Any problem in the body, what do you have to treat? 12 organs. That's all.
Hello, sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Go
Hey,
ahead.
if you don't mind, we had to start BHB exactly at 9:30 because madam has to leave at 8:30.
Okay, we can end now, sir.
Yeah, kindly don't mistake me.
No problem, sir. We can end.
Only for a few days. When the BHB classes are over, we'll have more time, 2.5 or 3 hours also we can take,
Sure,
no
sir.
problem.
Like
It'll be
fully
over.
understandable, sir.
But it was in the peak of beautifully conveyed. It was in what you call narration was at its peak. But I'm sorry to interfere.
That's okay.
And
sir.
one small announcement once again. From Sunday onwards, Dr. Parul Agrawal will take Ayurvedic acupressure based on the syllabus of first to fourth semester. That means the entire Ayurvedic acupressure concept, just she will tell you in the best possible manner. She is the co-author of all the Ayurvedic books published by the Samsthan. Sunday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Monday onwards, 12 p.m., 12 noon onwards. I'll share it is a paid program for others. So please don't share the link to outsiders. It is exclusively free only for Isham's current students, not past or, other than Isham students. See, they are professional. They have to live. They have to make at least some, that for their knowledge exchange, they should be compensated. That's right. So in Krishnamurti sir's class will come tomorrow at the same time, 6:30 it will open. And in our regular Zoom ID at 8:30 or 8:35 we will start BHB. Zoom is open within 5 minutes. Zoom link will be for that general Zoom link will be open within 5 minutes. I'm going to send a rescheduled program, everything soon, maybe tomorrow. So thank you very much, Krishnamurti. Really wonderful interpretation, new interpretation. It was very, very catching, but unfortunately I had to, we had to manage, balance both the time and we'll continue.
Okay, we'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah, everybody enjoyed, including
myself. Others, Mohan sir and current madam, you have raised the hand, no? We will take up your question tomorrow.
Sir, no, only question was, where do I get the link from? Because I am semester 1 student.
For which link?
This link also I got very late and I just started around half an hour back.
Okay, so this link is okay for tomorrow also. Ravindra sir, you want to say? So Ishan students.
See, this is basically programs are designed for Ishan students, Ishan semester students. If you are not a Ishan semester student, please pay 2,000 rupees to our Krishnamurthy Lakshman sir, you become a member. I'll give you all the information. You send me to my number. Please include me in your group. I'll include you in my group. For paid programs, this is a
Is it not for the semester students of Sansthan?
semester students of Samsthan, morning and even on 8:30 in a different ID, it is free. Krishnamurthy's class is 20 days class. It is not paid. It is paid. Paid class for others. Only for Ishan student, it is free.
Okay, madam. If this is there for 20 days, and if you want to join this, and if you're not part of Ishan, so you can pay 2,000 rupees to this UPI ID. It's called AQ Acharya at ICICI. Okay, and then send a screenshot to this number. I'm taking few minutes, sir. Sorry. Okay, so you send the screenshot to this number.
Sir, please send me the number. Yeah, number.
I'm writing it. Please make note.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is rupees 2,000. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Most welcome.
PHP
So
class is
thank
free.
you all. We'll
Sangeeta Burman class is free on different ID, Zoom ID, not in this. But Parul Agrawal class is for 12 days. That is paid for others. Parul Agrawal is the author. She's a supreme authority on Ayurvedic concept. So, and she's living on, her profession is to teach. So that's a paid program.
So
It will be quite
my
expensive.
class and Parul madam's class is paid for non-Ishan students, and others class is free for all students, including Ishan students. Okay.
Yeah, I
For
request,
Ishan students, all classes are free.
those who are not my students, who are not my Ishan students, semester student, kindly you can join, no problem. For free classes you can join. For paid classes, please pay.
No, I just got a link from somewhere and I just joined. I didn't know it was a paid class.
No problem, madam. You see,
see, first 3 days is free. You have not crossed any boundaries, so you're welcome tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow
Thank
also
you,
it is
sir.
free.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
you can join.
How about the free classes? How do I get those links?
You send me to my number, please include me in Ishan group like that. You send me text message, I'll include you in our general group. You'll get all information.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You know Ravindra sir's number? Ravindra sir's number probably. Sir, Ravindra sir, you can say that.
Number.
My number is 94834
94834
30564.
94834
30564.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please send a message to that number, and Ravindra sir will add you to Ishan study circle groups. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you all. Have a good night and meet you tomorrow.